my loves. Welcome. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Keep in mind that it will not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force this so that you don't become confused. And if you're interested in a personal reading, all of the information for that is listed below, my Aries. Hi. Hi, my loves. Your title, trust yourself. Honestly, that's all I kept hearing during my meditation. And I feel like it's more of, you're taking a big step towards something. Like, you know, you're taking a big step. That could even be towards saving money, because I kept getting an energy of I need to save, or I need to learn how to get my finances together. I need to learn how to invest, or what to invest into so that my money can multiply. I think you're looking into, like, I don't know, maybe you're even studying like rich people, or you're learning, like, you're reading books or like on money. I just think that there's a lot of you're figuring out, like, what can I do? Because I think there's a part of you that's kind of tired of feeling a little stuck. All right, under the Three of Pentacles is the Four of Swords. So I kept feeling, trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Whatever it is. And you can, Aries. I just think that you haven't taken like a big step in a while. So this is like, not that, because you, Aries, I think that you guys constantly take like big steps, or you guys are always thinking about the future. But I feel like maybe this time it was like a very fast turn. So it's just, let's see how it goes. All right, Aries, what's coming in for my Aries? See, Nine of Swords, but it's in reverse. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Empress. You've been feeling anxious. And it's that, like, okay, but where am I going? Where am I going? It's reminding me of, you know, when you're driving and the person that's giving you the directions doesn't really know how to give directions, and they always, like, right when you're supposed to turn, they're like, take a right here, and you do, but there's like cars that end up swerving or something like that. I don't know, because you just kind of like react very quickly, and it's almost like that happened, or you feel like that happened, like you were going a specific way, you thought you were going the right way, you were just, you know, maybe even just talking to your guides, and then all of a sudden your guides are like, go here, turn here, you were supposed to go here, so you try to turn really, really fast, but that anxiety is like, it's a rush. But it is a new beginning, and I like that part, and you like that part too, is you're on a new road. But it does feel like you're not sure where you're going, so you're like, yo, you need to tell me better, like, when I'm gonna turn, please. But I actually feel like maybe they have. Three of Swords, I think they have. I feel like your guides have told you. And they're like, what are you talking about? I have. You're just not listening to me. The music is too loud. That's what it is. You're getting distracted. Aries, there's a reason why we turn it down when we're looking, when we're lost. Or some people do. Some people can't do both. They do turn it down when they're looking for directions, because it is a distraction in some ways. That's why they also, like, advise not to play music. I totally don't follow that, so I'm not going to tell you to do that. But yeah, that's one of the things, because our minds do kind of slow down. Or at least our response, with every little distraction, our response slows down by a certain amount. That's why texting is horrible, because we do that. Or looking at our phone is really bad while we're driving. Oh, yeah, it's for that reason. It just slows you down. And so when something happens, you can't react as you would if you were paying attention. And same thing, I feel like your guides told you, like, they're like, I fucking told you, I was yelling at you, but you had the music was so loud. And so you're just like, okay, now that this happened, and now you're taking it serious. I think now maybe because you realize that you weren't paying attention the way that you thought you were paying attention. I'm sorry I'm giving it to you guys like this. I keep seeing you guys in the car. That's why I keep, like, trying to paint a picture for you guys. But the Hermit in reverse, exactly. Yeah, you weren't listening, but you thought because you were in the car, you were going somewhere, and you thought you were, you know, I'm good, I'm safe, I'm in the car, which you totally are. But it can turn into an accident very quickly if you're not paying attention, Aries. Oh, you guys, don't say that. For some of you, it could be literal. Please, 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 please pay attention. If you're one of those people that's driving and listen, or like trying to pick a video while you're on the, don't do that. While you're on the road. Like, if you're on a stop sign, because sometimes you don't even know, like, I'm picking up on somebody that's like, they take their foot off of the brake, but sometimes your car stays, other times it doesn't. And I feel like somebody doesn't notice that their foot isn't all the way down on the brake, and even if the car's moving very slow, but it's still gonna bump. And when a car that weighs that much hits another thing that weighs that much, they're not that it's gonna hit too hard, and there's probably not gonna be any damage, but still it's gonna kind of wake you up, like, what the fuck, am I really not paying attention? Am I really not watching this? And it doesn't have to be like literal, but it could be like when it comes to work, it could be, I just think, or maybe your finances went way down and you're like, what the fuck did I do? Like, wait, I'm overspending, or where did I put it? Where? So you're looking back over it, and you're turning down the music so you can pay more attention. I like it. I like it. The Hermit in reverse, though. With the Three of Swords upright, there's a lot of pain here. It could be that maybe you're trying to distract yourself. I also heard sometimes, like me personally, when I'm driving and I'm very emotional, I will play whatever music. Like most of the time it's like, I don't know, like rap and shit like that, like political rap, or like shit about like maybe not the things I should be listening to when I'm angry, like Twisted Insane and yeah, Tech Nine and shit. But I feel like maybe some of you, that's kind of what you're doing. You're trying to like not let yourself feel whatever it is with whatever distraction you have in front of you. Five of Swords in reverse, though. Why is the Five of Swords? Yeah, why is the Five of Swords in reverse? That's the only card that I'm not getting much on. All the other cards I got a lot out of. The Devil. Could be distracting yourself with the Capricorn, or just addictions. Could be getting the best of you. Temperance. You see, it's like you realize it. You're looking at it now. Five of Swords in reverse, you're not trying to fight against it anymore. You're accepting. You're like, okay, I get it. Turn down the music. Like, I heard you. It's almost like you finally accept. Like, okay, I see where I've been distracting myself. Just because I wanted it doesn't mean that it was good for me. Let me keep going this way. Let me turn it down so I can hear you. It's that. I love it. I really like it. Because it's like you saw it. You're seeing where you're the one that's failing. That could also be like in a relationship where maybe you have been very what is this? Because I'm getting a lot of different, sorry, I'm getting like I'm getting denial. I'm getting like where you self-sabotage. I'm getting a lot of energy where you're just like talking shit. And maybe the things you're saying, Aries, are kind of coming off very sideways and out of pocket. Like, why are you talking to me like this? Or people around you could feel that way. And it could just be because you haven't been giving yourself love. You've been really irritated. How could you treat other people nice when you don't feel that way about yourself? We love to believe that we're always treating other people better than we are ourselves, but we can't do that. You can't give what you don't have. It's impossible. We treat other people exactly the way we treat ourselves. When we're treating our kids and everybody around us good, it's because we've been giving ourselves a little bit more attention. It's not selfish. That's why it's really not selfish to give to yourself, because when you give to yourself, you naturally give to everybody else. But when you give to everybody else before you give to yourself, your inner child or whatever it is in there gets really upset. Like, yo, what are we giving? We don't have anything here. And maybe that's why a lot of things have been kind of leaving you. You've also been having problems with like a boss. There's just a lot of conflict. I'm getting like work problems too. Some of you might be avoiding work, or like maybe you've been calling off work, or like saying that somebody's sick or you're sick or somebody, like something like that. But people, you're avoiding it like a boss. All right. Are we clarifying now, since nothing? Page of Wands. Six of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, see? Let me clarify that. See what I say about the giving? Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. They told me, flip it over. All right, tell me about this Page of Wands. There's going to be somebody that... there's somebody here that has like a very sweet spot for you. But this person is a charmer. Like, they dress good. They smell good. Oh, fucking A, man. I broke my nail and it hurts so bad. I broke it in between two plates at the gym. Oh my God. And it won't come off. Like, that's the worst part, that it won't come off. So I'm just gonna, yeah. This person dresses really nice, or you like the way they dress, you like the way that they carry themselves. They're a lot of fun. They probably have a lot of friends, but they don't really take things too serious. I also feel like they have this desire, or they have a lot of future plans, but those future plans involve them being alone. They don't really, I'm sorry to say it, but they're not really like trying to include you in them. And maybe like as time goes on, but right now you're not there. And you could feel that, Aries. And when you connect to somebody, you get really excited about the future. You get really excited because if you're like, if in your mind, if you're going to plan to be there, then why not just plan it? Like, if you're not planning on just leaving now. And when people start to give you that energy of that they're like not all the way in with you, then it makes you totally not want to be all the way in with them. It puts that guard up fast. But I also feel like it confuses the shit out of you, because like a part of you has this desire for it and can feel that they have that desire for it too, but then you like feel like you have to pull back. Like, and there's also this other part of you that wants to be rational and say like, no, people have the right to, you know, make their own plans. People have the right to not want to include me into everything. But is that what you want? Like, is that the type of connection you want, Aries? I don't feel that. I feel like that hurts you. Why? Why are you doing that? If that's, you're totally right though. You're 100% right. They do have the right to do that. And to believe that and find somebody that sees that, or exactly the way that they do. But you shouldn't just like say, okay, well, because that's how they want it, that's how I'm just going to give it to them. Who the fuck? No. Who said it was you that had to be that person? All right, just because they like you and you guys have this idea, you guys can maybe make it work, but okay. But if that's not, or the way, if they're not looking at you as like, okay, well, I'm willing to compromise in the energy or learn somewhat, if you express the way that you desire, then it's okay. That person can go and find that. You can feel that energy of, yes, it's okay for everybody to feel that way. Like, let that energy stay and then remind yourself, but it's also okay for me to get what I want. It's also okay for me to manifest the type of person that I want. Because if you keep desiring that, then that person will eventually come. And then all of this will go to shit. Especially because you're with someone that's not really seeing things the same way you see them. I also think you both don't want the same thing. Like, maybe you both look at money very differently. Like, this person likes to spend more. Especially, okay, maybe that's why you guys attracted each other, though. Maybe for a while you both kind of, you know, spent a lot of money on shit that you don't really need. And then now you're looking at it like, I'm not that way anymore, though. Like, I would rather spend my money on things that matter, or things that are going to make me money. You know, invest in other business. You're just, again, you're very much about money right now. So it's like, this person's confusing, because like there's moments where you can feel that they want that with you, and then other times they act like they don't, and then they act like they want it with other people, and you're just not about that. And it's like, the faster you see that, the better it will be. There's a part of you that's also looking at past relationships like, I'm the one that messed it up because I started acting like this. How about instead of seeing it that way, you can tell yourself, I started acting like this because I started noticing this. So in this moment, that tells me that this is the exact, like, it is the same thing. I could trust that feeling. I could trust that intuition, because in some way I was right. If you figured out that whatever feeling you had in your past relationship came from you, like if you felt the need to separate yourself from them because you felt that they were doing something and then eventually it turned out to be true, then trust yourself in those moments. Trust that energy. And if you feel it again, trust it again. Trust it. You don't need to go through it. I think you know that this person will like kind of throw you under the bus. I think you know that this person's more about themselves and their looks. And that's not the type of person you could be with. This person's way too selfish for you. They don't care about the world. They don't care about people. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, they're not bad, but this person's very like, how can I win? How can I win? How can I win? And no, you don't like people. You don't like that. Like, in your mind, you're like, okay, be that way, but go over there. Like, for me, when rich people try to hit on me and shit, and they try and tell me all the shit that they have, I'm like, yo, if you're not like building some apartments where people that can't afford housing, can live at. And so if you're not like doing some shit with your money that's gonna, you know, don't talk to me. Like, what the fuck are you telling me? If you're not donating shit to schools and, you know what I mean, like doing something for your community, what the fuck are you, what are you doing with that money? And I think in your mind, it's almost the same thing. Like I don't know, you're about growth right now. And this person's just a little bit too okay with being the way that they are. And I think you're okay with just, it's getting easier to walk away, Aries. I'll say that. It's just getting easier and easier to walk away. And it's getting easier to let it go. Like, you don't feel bad about it anymore. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This person doesn't give you shit, but you give them everything. See, the Death card. Exactly. What's under this one? Knight of Pentacles. You don't even feel like it anymore. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're not even going to feel like it anymore. They're going to be inviting you places. You're kind of tired of this person's, like, weird views on, like, it's like they don't take any, like, responsibility. They don't move. They don't, like, they want things to just come easy to them. And you don't respect people like that. You have a really hard time respecting people that are not self-made. And it's not because you think that you could be better. It's just that you have like an inspiration for that, like, drive. That, why wouldn't you want to get it yourself? Why would you want to get something that someone tells you, oh, yo, I got it for you? You never want to be in debt to anybody. So that shit makes you feel icky. And this person, it's like, they're okay with the handouts. They're okay with the this. They're okay. And you're just like, I can't. I don't know. I hope that resonated with you, Aries, and I hope it like kind of helped you see a little bit more clear into your situation. If you felt this, you know what to do. Trust yourself. Like the title says, trust yourself, my loves. You know. Send in your knowing. I love you. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, my loves.